Movement has always been a massive fundamental in Fortnite, and as many of you know already, the pro players seem to have the best kind of movement, and for good reason, with years of practice and perfecting. But aside from all the practice, they also get a little bit of help with a couple of tools that help them achieve this great looking movement. The first and most popular one is double movement. Double movement basically gives controller-like movement on a mouse and keyboard, something that was previously only possible on controller. But there's a setting now in Fortnite, well, it's been in there for a while, called custom diagonals, which allows you to customize the forward, backward and diagonal angle, allowing you to get the great double movement. Many pros use this right now. Bugger is one of them, a very well-known pro. He currently uses 70% on the forward, 90% on the strafe and 135% on the backward. Then we've also got players like Clicks, who uses 62% on the forward, 90% on the strafe and 135 on the backward angle. But there's also another type of movement called triple movement, and this basically combines the double movement in Fortnite with a third-party application called Keys2X Input. I know many of you will remember this app, as it's all we used to have before Fortnite added the setting. Now I will say that this is slightly less common, as everyone these days does just tend to use the in-game settings, but if you are interested in triple movement, the first thing you want to do is download Keys2X Input. It's free, it's safe. Just go over to their website, click on download, then you can get it there. A lot of you probably still have it on your PCs. Then you want to go ahead and copy these exact settings and some in the Fortnite settings, but more on that in a little bit. By the way, credit to a guy called Clipbot for actually finding these. But the first one is 45 on the diagonal up, strafe 90%, diagonal down 135. These two are pretty standard. And then you want the speed on the normal 100%. You then want to go into your binds, unbind everything apart from down, and you want that on S. Then you also want to enable the direction modifier and set that one to W. After that, you can close down the binds and go into your modifier. Then you want to set this up to be diagonal up 45, strafes 90, diagonal down 135, and then the speed needs to be 75%. Also, don't forget to click apply to those settings right there. Then inside the Fortnite settings, go over to keyboard and mouse sensitivities. Make sure you've got lock input mouse, make sure that's on. You also want to enable the custom diagonals and set up 45, 90, then 135. You then want to go over to the controller options, scroll down to the dead zone, controller dead zone, and make sure the left stick is on 5% and the right stick is on 5%. And finally, you want to go over to the keybinds and make sure you unbind the S key just like so, then click apply. And that right there will give you triple movement. But I myself and many people do just tend to be fine with double movement. It does the job, it's great, it's what pros like Bugger and Clicks are currently using. But if you want to be a bit extra and actually try it out for yourselves, feel free to try out triple movement. I'll even leave a Clipbot's tutorial in the description below so you can see how it works for yourselves. It looks pretty good. But yeah, if you're either using double movement in Fortnite using the in-game settings, or you're using triple movement, like I mentioned, combining the two together, you will benefit massively from any one of these movements, as they allow you to do things like build while movement diagonally, they allow you to retain maximum motion speed while sprinting, and they also remove things like animation delay when moving as well. Overall, it's just way better than using the default non-double movement in the game. So if the video did help out, feel free to drop a like on it, drop a sub on the channel, and use my code in the item shop to help me out a ton. Also be sure to check out any of my other videos on screen right now.